Hey everybody, how we doing? Oh, we've been looking forward to this. The build-up has been amazing. Money Game, Part 3 by Ren. I don't really want to say much apart from Stan. Are you looking forward to this?
Lee Jaay, mate, I'm super excited. Part 1, Part 2, amazing. Part 3, so much hype. Did you do the riddles that he did? Unfortunately, I didn't have time for work. I know Lee Jaay was the same. Couldn't get into it. Let us know if you did in the comments down below, though. I love the piano, mate.
I do like him on the piano, mate.
Great start. I'm excited.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the mask here. Obviously we saw the thumbnail premiere.
Oh, he's so good.
Is it him? Oh mate, it's just sort of like the cameras already. Samuel and Ren video. Whoa, it's freaking me out. He doesn't care, does he? He'll just... It's all about the art. That's what it's about, baby. That's Ren. You can see it through his thing. It's like a movie.
Oh,
what's going on? Right. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. So, this is like a very, very playful start. We've got a minute and a half in. We're obviously letting it run a little bit just to see how it goes. It's very playful. I tell you what, mate, Ren in a suit, sort of a hitman suit. That's what I like so far. And I like the music, that piano play. I wonder if he'll do guitar and he'll hit all his instruments in one in this one. Because I've seen him on the piano, the thumbnail. He's done guitar, so...
Ren has hyped this up so much. You know, we, the fans, the audience, we have been hyped for this one so much. So far, the beginning bit, the piano work, mate. Mate, the guy is Frank Sinatra on the piano, mate. He is so talented, mate. Like, we're just following his hands, mate. Absolutely skillful. Again, we know from, like, part 1 especially, there wasn't, like, a big video for part 2, but part 1 especially, you know, he had, like, the guy in the baseball bat and all that. Very playful with his music video. Well done for untying that blindfolded as well.
Action.
Looking
Oh, we're back, baby.
Very Violet's Tale, this.
It's the whole game, baby. It's the money game. Oh, I got chills. I literally got chills. Literal chill.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch.
He is going through the age of growing up and what it is doing, institutionalizing you from a very young age. You're being told that this is what you got to be like. And I think he's going to go up to maybe his age, I reckon. I don't know. I don't know, but it'd be something that Ren would do in it in 9 minutes. He'd go through the age groups all the way to death, probably knowing him.
First harmonic, mate, got very Violet's Tale, and then it went into like the money game sort of like you did bring it in, but I definitely got a Violet's Tale, mate. So it was like a bit of a dark vibe, mate, dark and twisted, mate. The merge, like this is like a classic Ren hit.
Was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share, not yet an adult.
Right, I'm really liking this so far. It's very, very smart. So he's gone from obviously adolescence. He's now talking about, you know, that very young age. He's talking about an IT perspective there, because, you know, the future is IT, it's cybersecurity. We're talking automation, we're talking AI, we're talking IT. But do you know what I mean? He's talking about it all, and he's just going through his ages, and all of a sudden he pulls that money out of his pocket. That's where it's all now, and it's you're part of the money game now.
Value will fall. So it's almost like the steps. This is like the life of the business person, the successful person from a young age to get told, demanded, you know, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. And I can imagine, you know, a lot of these rich people, like especially like right now, he's aiming it more on IT, maybe not someone specifically, but I'm getting sort of very like, you know, like Bill Gates, sort of Elon Musk sort of style.
Well, you look at the computer, look, it's very old, yeah.
He develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift.
Oh, mate, it's so fucking perfect. It's perfect. I'm going to go for the music side on this, Stan. You can take the politics if you want, because usually I start off with the old politics. But, mate, I just love the old... how he's talking about the music, and he's beautiful. His voice is just, you know, that thing that you said you love about his live, you know, his like sort of fire, his passion within his voice. When he said like 80, now you're a man. Oh, mate, it's just, it makes you, I've got chills, a literal chill.
Awesome, mate. I love in the piano with the hip hop style.
Excuse me,
like,
I said I did the music.
I know, but it needs expression and like appreciation, mate. Oh, mate, this is
it is good.
It's sexy,
and it's
mate.
so true. It's so true. And like you said, he's taken over the palace. He's taken that big sort of empire almost. He's rich, he's happy, but his dad still comes and tells him, "You haven't won yet, son."
25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
I think this is so beautiful by Ren Stan, because he's actually showing the side, like, you know, we all, you know, we talk about the divide of the rich and the poor. We've mentioned it a plenty of times, the poverty. But he's actually saying, look, from the rich side point of view, look how they grow up, look how they're pushed into these things, and how it's in their head, like, drew into their head and institutionalized that you've got to be rich. And look at him, he just can't stop, can he? He starts off with just a computer programmer, and all of a sudden he's building into the point where he's getting turf wars going on, cocaine, and then he's, oh mate, it's just beautiful.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the rest. I can't wait for the rest.
Yeah, because eventually you got to go into the criminal empire to even build your empire even more, mate.
Stop it, blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
You're fired. Uh-oh.
35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed up, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried.
Can I just point out, please, that I think I've probably missed this, right? Not only is he going through this life, he's slowly drawing his tie out, he's slowly dropping the buttons, he's becoming a bit more of a mess. I just want to put it out there, the artistic side of this video, the cinematography between him and Sam is, you know, it's just perfect, mate, and it's just wonderful. Yeah,
I mean, you know, you can't deny that massive shouts need to be done to the whole choreography,
the whole
of
team.
This video.
Yeah.
Like, it's been in one shot, mate, and we started off with just one guy on the piano, switching over. You got the little kid, and then like it's zooming out of this warehouse, and like everything's sort of there, and it's showing like you'll see the kid in the background at times because it's like your life journey. But yeah, he's lost his father at this point, mate. He's got all this power and influence, and he just doesn't know where to go. He's gone off the rails. Oh.
Cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Life's all gone downhill. Back in that wheelchair you was with high rent. Money Game Part 1, wasn't he in a wheelchair playing a guitar?
No, he's tied up to a chair.
Oh, that was right. Yeah.
But that was Sam, and then he had the baseball bat. Look at the choreography of that, mate.
But I'm looking forward to this, mate. This is beautiful, by the way. This is art on top of art with a little bit of art mixed in with more art.
I can't remember when his last like big song, like masterpiece, like actual. I hope this video does well for Ren, like even really more so. Yeah, and then bring new people into his other music, mate, because this it's just, mate, look at the absolute talent.
Oh, fuck you. 1, 2, 3.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is
I don't know if he's actually, if I'm right on saying this, I hope I am, but I feel like he said there he's an exaggerated version of like all of us, because he's got the money, so therefore he can use that power. But when we haven't got the power, we are still quite greedy. He mentions it in Money Game Part 2 that we're all to blame, because sometimes we'll try and buy, become, you know, greedy. And he's just saying that this Jimmy is an exaggerated version of all of us.
I liked how when he went 40, it was basically like a baby again. Give mine, gimme, can't walk, he's in a wheelchair. Yeah. I'm not going to harp on too much because I really want to see how this plays out.
Yeah,
I'm really mesmerized.
I honestly, mate, I've literally got goosebumps.
And it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music.
Oh, sorry.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed.
It's fucking true.
Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
My God, mate. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's amazing.
I love what he says, though. Spot on.
Yeah, like, he just stopped in the song, didn't he? He just, like, went, stop music. I want to tell people, this is not a game. Ironically, it's called the Money Game. It's not entertainment. This is real life, ladies and gentlemen. Cry in the bathroom. Peace out.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Fucking hell. Honestly, it's like, it is like a movie. It's like, honestly, the journey he's taken us on in 9 minutes, well, it's 8.5 minutes. I generally feel like he's taking us through a story of this Jimmy guy, and we haven't finished it yet. We're just about to get to the last couple of seconds of this, Stan, and I generally want, it's like, if this ends as a cliffhanger, mate, it's gonna fucking kill me, because I want to find out what happens.
I know, mate.
I'm like full of fucking meds today as well, I'll tell you later. Oh, don't start raining, because it's just going to make me turned on.
45. Baby. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Oh! Honestly, if you don't clap, it's just not fucking... Mate, it is... They puts the trigger on the money game. That's
Rain.
I know. And mate, it didn't even click into my head until he said it right at the end, and I was like, oh... That's what he's been saying since the beginning. You pull the trigger on the money game. That's it. That's how it ends. You know, you know, suicide or death. It ends with the trigger, and he's mate. Honestly, that's fucked me up in the head. That is because he's been telling that story. I feel, and now he's got to Money Game Part 3. It's almost like it's looped around, isn't it? Because that's how it all started. Rain. Mate, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to harp on. I'm going to pass you on to Stan because honestly, that's just absolutely sidewinded me. But best musical production ever.
Yeah, well, I tell you something. Ren hyped up this track a lot, and you know what? He did not disappoint. Me and Lee Jaay were absolutely pumped throughout the whole way through. Beautiful use of the piano, like he brought that in heavily. Great choreography. The music video was spot on. Loved how he looped it back in. Everything he says is true, like within it. And the important lesson to take away from this, ladies and gentlemen, is that money isn't everything. It is in society, but not in your life. So, you know, be good to those around you. Be good and do something positive with your life.
Money Game Part 3 has been an absolute long journey with Ren so far, and I hope it's not the end. I hope we get to see you more in the future with some more Ren, with some amazing, triumphant things like that. And if you want to see some more, then you're going to have to press that like button, subscribe to do us a favour. And also, do yourself a favour by pressing that bell so we can see you coming back to our channel in the future with our videos, telling you then they're going live.
Yeah, make sure you click on Ren's original video link down in the description. Yeah. Give him the like and the view, and, you know, try and push this guy out more because the guy deserves it, mate. He's absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, absolutely appreciate you. Any comments you want to leave behind about how that song made you feel or your interpretation of it, please feel free to let it down in the comments, along with any other recommendations that you might find we would like to react to.
And a message from Highly Reactive to Ren Gill. Thank you very much for your entertainment, even though it's not entertainment. You get what I mean.